Blueface went online and made this wild allegation that went viral that said that you and Offset had slept together behind Cardi's back. You haven't talked about it. Cardi hasn't talked about it.
She responded and said she didn't know if it was true or not, and she said that's me and him is broken up. That's
Right.
what she said.
Right.
But
I guess I'm just wondering why any sane man, especially a married, famous, rich man, would mess with Chrisean Rock at this point
Yeah, and
in
Cardi's
life.
call to clear it up. Cardi's call was just like, you know, at that time, I don't know if the world knew it, but they were separated.
Huh.
Offset and Cardi were separated.
You recall when Blueface accused Chrisean Rock and Offset of having an affair in public in December? We all assumed it was a ruse, even though the man was not acting awkwardly as he typically did. According to Cash, she is currently discussing her affair with Offset, which was allegedly sparked by her desire to get revenge on Cardi B. It all started when Crohan's old best friend Janet said in a live broadcast that Crow had convinced her to meet Offset at his and Card's house. You might remember this if you were awake at the time. Cowan continued by saying that she had deliberately placed her ring there in the hopes that Cardi would see and take offense. According to Janet,
you guys didn't know this, like Hispanics are just way more popping. Like Cardi B, Chrisean, come on. And then you was a home wrecker, so it's like you try to home wreck Cardi B shit because you want to be like her. So it's like, what did you say? You left your earring or your ring on purpose so Cardi could see it? Oh yeah, that's when I went all out. That's when I was like, we committing adultery now? Oh girl, that's not God. That's how I knew how to cut people off.
first. Everyone thought Janet was a terrible friend who was jealous of Crone and trying to remove any influence on Cardi's and her reputation. But shortly after the movie started making the rounds online, Blueface made Chrisean public. He said a tattoo is not an indication of a cock. In a tweet that has since been deleted, Cardi B's husband was genuinely effed a few weeks ago. I'm sick of ninjas fucking you and staring at me. Please dispose of the remainder as soon as possible. Cowan's facial tattoo was mentioned by Blueface, in case you missed it. Blueface was unhappy that Chrisean was still seeing other men, even though she had recently received a tattoo. Chrisean instantly raced to the internet to present her version of events and make her own charges obvious since, of course, she was determined to prevent the story from going viral. She wrote to Blueface, "You over there trying to crack an LE? Chopper's baby mama. You were called that by her. You have no ribs, my kid." Let's talk about how I found homosexual porn thanks to your recent search history. In fact, that's why I was given the cover-up. I had a fiery ninja around my neck, dude. Being bisexual is very acceptable. Tell her now, weirdo, before she falls in love. You're merely making up excuses for your departure. Call me if I haven't started it yet. Sleep Azul. I came up with the question. So you weren't enough for Card's husband on November 10th at 4 a.m. in their house in LA. Offset's already strained relationship with Card made it clear that he would not skip this one. He quickly posted his version of what happened online. "I have never touched or spoken to that woman," he said. "Man, this is a huge deal. You need help. I feel bad for you because I'm never going to lie on my dick." Blueface finally replied, obviously upset by the situation. "The truth tears you down, you're living a shameful life, and I feel bad for you. I'll admit it if I hit it." In the same instant, Cardi B unfollowed Offset, using the expression dead weight to suggest that she was done with him.
To find out, because I've been single for a minute now, but I have been afraid to I'm not afraid, I just don't know how to tell the world. But I feel like today has been like a sign. The last time I got on live, I kind of wanted you guys to tell you. I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know how to tell you. So I was like, I changed my mind. But it has been like this for a minute now, and I just took it as a sign. So I wanna start 2024 fresh, open. I don't know. I'm curious for a new life, for a new beginning, and yeah, I'm excited. It'll put me none of that.
After the host re-examined one of Whack 100's previous tweets, he returned with even worse information in a later vlog TV appearance. Whack implied in this tweet that Offset couldn't tell the difference between a hamlet and a castle. Cardi B is the mansion, while Chrisean is the hamlet.
You threatened to expose some information about Offset involving some of the drama with Cardi B.
Who?
You.
No, I kept the exposure from happening. You know, I got phone calls from people outside of Offset. You gotta remember, I got relationships with people before my relationships with Offset. So I got a Cardi called me her damn self.
Okay, because you had put up a post. You said, at Offset, little weird ass N-word, I told you keep me out your emotional shit. It's your fault you don't know the difference between a castle and a shack. What does that mean?
Cardi B, Chrisean Rock.
Okay. You're lucky I respect sis, or I'd get out the way and really let the exposure happen. Remember what you said.
Yeah, he's blaming me for what Blueface is doing.
According to Whack, Offset got in touch with him and blamed him for Blueface's actions, which were costing him his marriage. However, Blueface was not attempting to avoid Messines'. She was ready to take on Chrisean, even if it meant Cardi B was present.
Blaming me for what Blueface is doing. I didn't agree with Blueface for what he did.
What did Blueface do?
Well, he posted, I don't know if it was text messages, pictures, I don't know what it was, right? Of Offset and Rock, Chrisean, right? I wake up to it. I guess it's on Twitter somewhere. I don't be on Twitter, I don't know. My phone's going crazy, right? It's Offset. He's telling me, only thing I'm hearing is Blueface. I call Blueface, hey man, what is going on? He's flipping out, tripping out. And I'm like, what did you do? And he said, I welcome Offset to the circus. I said, well, what is that? And that's when he told me, he put up some text messages showing that whatever night French Montana had his party out there, I guess they hooked up, right?
Chrisean Rock hooked up with Offset.
Exactly, right? And I'm telling Blueface, nah, you can't. That ain't bro code. He said, I don't give a f. He want to be part of the circus, he part of the circus.
Cardi's musical career was further aided by his agreement to appear on Blueface's song Bust Down Tiana. There is proof to back up Blue's most recent allegation that Chrisean and Offset had sex during French Montana's birthday party. Chrisean and Offset were seen leaving the party scenes, according to some accounts. Although there was no official evidence at the time, sources claim that this complex situation was one of several causes that led to Offset and Cardi's divorce, which was filed soon after the incident became public.
Your ops, that's one for your ops. Yeah, of course, because you don't move with integrity. You're not a street. That's what you do. That's what you do. Oh, I'm gonna go for your ops. Good. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. You can fuck my ops, you fuck my friends, nigga. I don't give a shit. You're a lame to me, and you will never equate to me. And it's crazy that I even let you even play with me for such a long time, because you're not even a real right to me. I make you look good. You. Look at the jumping. I don't care. Look at the kid. I'ma fold your ups. Matter of fact, oh look at this. I don't want to see it. So what? You was gonna film anyways. All you gotta do is get drunk, and I'm gonna throw you that pussy for $2,000. You gotta survive out here. Bitches gotta survive out here, nigga. Oh, now I'm with them. Now I'm with this. Okay, you could do that. You was gonna do it regardless. You go to a club and you probably get drunk. You give them $2,000. You was gonna do it regardless. Them gotta survive. These hungry out here.
They are starving. Blueface was also publicly threatening Offset, claiming that he would tap his shoulder to make him uncomfortable and make him aware of his touchability.
They know what I said about Offset. Offset was mad about his wife. He sent them threats. That's why. So you know, we had somebody just tap on his shoulder and let him know he's touchable. So you know, we're not worried about Offset no more. That's why. That's why Wack posted what he posted. Yeah, alright. I'm the big bad wolf, schoolyard crip.
For about a year ago. It was one of the most talked about events. It was hard to tell who was being honest and who was being messy because Offset and Count were both out here denying the situation in every fashion conceivable. However, as they say, the concealed will ultimately be exposed, even if it takes a year. Insiders claim that Crone is currently sharing the information on his own initiative. She has reportedly previously admitted in private that she had an affair with Offset and that she did it to get even with Cardi for it. Of course, nobody has been able to figure out how Cardi might have hurt Chrisean. She would even try to ruin her marriage in order to get revenge. However, the new tabloid-style newspapers assert that. While we wait for the big unveiling here, are some thoughts on the subject from a range of people? I believe Rock understood exactly what Blue was saying when he came and accused her of playing Offset, said the individual. It had to fall or something had to happen. She did not go into enough detail to explain it. In addition, the statement stated that Offset clapped Blueface's girl's cheeks and put it out as revenge. The most ridiculous logic of 2024. Last but not least, Chrisean has never denied it. Please let us know what you think. Did you believe Crone was guilty at that point? Is she allegedly bringing it up again just for attention and political advantage? Kindly leave your remarks in this space provided below. It's equally awful. So don't forget to click like and subscribe and watch the next video.